section 10.2 in statistics. I just want you to be introduced to this. I'm just going to briefly mention a little bit about a few things, and I actually have a couple of other videos that someone else did a much better job of creating that I want you to watch, and I will link those for you. So here, when observed results are unlikely under the assumption that the null hypothesis is true, we say that the result is statistically significant and we reject the null hypothesis. All right, so that we're saying observed results are unlikely under the assumption that it's true is statistically significant. Hypothesis testing using the classical approach, if the sample statistic is too many standard deviations from the population parameters stated in the null, we reject it, okay? Right, that's standard scores that we talked about in Chapter 7. So if we're too many standard deviations away from the mean, then we reject it, right? A p-value is the probability of observing a sample statistic as extreme or more extreme than one observed under the assumption that the statement is true. Put it another way, the p-value is the likelihood or probability that a sample will result in a statistic such as the one obtained and the null hypothesis is true. So if the p-value is really low, for instance, like in section 10.1, we talked about your friend cheating on the coin game, right? So one of the videos actually addresses that exact thing. So this will hopefully make a little more sense when you watch those videos. Hypothesis testing using the p-value approach. If the probability of getting a sample stat is extreme or more extreme than the one obtained is small under the assumption that the null hypothesis is true, we reject the null. So if we get a p-value that's really small saying, hey, this is the p-value for getting the null, but we get something that's really small, like 3%, then we reject it. We say, nah, this is not good. We can't do that. All right? So I'm going to show you here just a kind of a screenshot of the two videos. What is statistically significant? And on the left, that young lady there is sort of like the teacher or the one in the class that understands stuff. And then the guy on the right, on the what is the p-value, how do we decide on confidence? He's the one that doesn't understand, and she's trying to explain it to him. So these people don't have arms, legs, or necks, but they're pretty funny videos, and they also are really good videos as far as explaining this stuff. So that's it for 10.2. This is really short. Just wanted to kind of introduce it. Like I said, talk about this, and then go watch these two videos. I mean, they're, 8 minutes and 8 seconds together or something, not a whole lot.